Hey, I just wanted to check in with you and make sure that you understood how to do some work in the course. So, from the this is in the Advanced Algebra 4 course. Here's the landing page at the top. And then down below, you're not going to see these modules 1 through 4, but you'll start with module 5 right here. So, when you click on this little arrow, it'll drop down and it'll show you everything. Now, you won't see anything that has these eyeballs with lines through them. You won't see those. So this is the first one you're going to see right here, and you can click on it, open it up, and this is the lesson. This is really the introductory lesson for the module. So it tells you what you're going to be learning about, how many points are possible for each thing, and about how long it should take. You can ignore the collaboration opportunity here. And you can have a look at those and see if any of it sounds familiar. When you go to next here, this goes to the next page in this lesson. And this just tells you about, it says you're going to take a pretest, but I'm not having you take pretests here. So you should definitely be taking notes once you get to as you're going through all the lessons. So you are on page 2 of 2, so now you can go down below to next activity, and that'll take you directly to the next thing. And has the pretest, but you won't see that again. So it'll take you to this 5.01 exponential functions. And this is like the actual first lesson where you're going to be learning things. And so you want to read all of this, and this is only the first page out of 8. You can push next, or you can go here and see, there are 8 pages and go to the next one. And you can navigate through them in that way. And then whenever you see some green letters, it's going to be a definition or some information there that you can hover on, and that's good to take notes on. And so you want to read all of this, and then you want to think about the answer here. And you don't have to write this one down, but you should then read the answer after you click on that. And then you want to go through all of these things where there's the creating exponential functions, and there's an example when you want to start off with some numbers. So here's a table, and you want to check the increments on the x column. You're going up by 1, which is nice. And here you can see what's happening. Well, 2, 4, 8, 16. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So you want to see if you can notice patterns like that. Look at how much the f of x values increase. So that's what I was just doing. I guess I had already started thinking about it without reading ahead. It's showing that you're, it says, does that say adding to? Oh yeah, it does say adding to, adding 4, adding 8. So adding a different amount each time means this cannot be a linear function. What if we looked at it a different way, and now they notice that we multiply by 2? So you're just going to go through this whole thing, and you're going to take notes on all of this, on stuff that seems important. Probably a good idea to review these properties. Really good idea, because if you don't know those, it's going to be difficult, because it's going to this lesson will rely on those. So once you get to the end of all of this, you're going to go to the next activity, but you want to get through all the lessons. And then you press start here, and that will give you questions to answer. You'll need paper and pencil to answer those, and then you submit all answers. And that is really the assignment per se. It's called an assessment. It's just a little quiz to test your understanding of that information. Now, once you've gone through that first lesson, you'll see the same kind of thing in the second one. The third one, pretty much the same. And then the fourth one is the DBA, and that's the one where we're going to have to try to find a time where we can talk together, and I'll ask you questions about what you've learned up to this point. After that, you're going to go back and do some more lessons. This one's going to be a little different. It'll be an assignment that you need to probably write out on a piece of paper and take a picture of and upload that picture. And then you have a practice test. And then test part 1 and part 2. So this is going to be just some how to help you think about reviewing before you do the assessment. And then comes the assessment part 1 and the assessment part 2. And that's how the modules really work.